Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in beautiful Abingdon, Illinois, as we are getting ready for some basketball here on this gloomy Tuesday or Friday night. I was just talking about Tuesday night basketball a moment ago. That's why I'm saying Tuesday, but it is Friday. It's finally Friday. It's good to be here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed, going to be taking you along here this evening. We're actually going to the national anthem, so I'm going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups here in just a moment. Stay tuned.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And welcome back to A-Town High School in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH as we're getting ready for Friday night basketball here this evening. Good to be along with you here as we get ready for starting lineups here for the A-Town Tornadoes and the Pleasant Plains Cardinals making the way over from the Springfield area. Boy, they had quite the hike to make it over here this evening, but making their way over from the Springfield area, Pleasant Plains. It's good to have them here for a great matchup here on this Friday night. Now let's get to the starting lineups here as I can see Pleasant Plains right down below me. Their starting lineup for this JV contest is number 4, Luke Bauscher. Number 22, that is Braden Papas. Number 15 is Sean Louder. Number 5 is Xander Smith. And number 24 is, I did Braden Papas. Who do I have there at 22? Oh, I said 22 is actually Henry Griffith. So there you go. I misspoke there earlier. So number 22 is Henry Griffith, and number 24 is Braden Papas. So there's the starting lineup for Pleasant Plains, and we'll get to the starting lineup for A-Town once they are announced because, well, actually I can look down right here and see who I got. So 4, 52, 35. I can't see the last two. I think it's 10 and 22, but I could be wrong on that. It would be, that is 10 and 22. So here we go. The A-Town Tornadoes, now that you can see them on the screen. Number 4 is Alex Fouch. Number 52 is Cole Scheckler. Number 35 would be Aiden Stromson. And 22 is Lucas Andrews. And number 10 is Colby Hightower. So there's your JV starting lineup for the A-Town Tornadoes as they're being announced here this evening. The reason I did it early is because I need to write it down on my scoring sheet right here because that is going to work out as my spotting chart here this evening. I'm not going to have them all done, so it might be a little rusty here through the first quarter or so, but after the first quarter, I should have it all written down here. We are in the early stages of the basketball season. You know, we did volleyball here at A-Town High School earlier this season, early in the fall season, and of course you get accustomed to doing that and doing the football. But, man, when you get into basketball season, it is a whole different animal. Good to have everybody along here this evening on YouTube. Feel free to get into those comments section and leave us a comment if you would like to. I should be good, thank you, though, as I'm talking to our wonderful.
The channel name.
Oh, we got people asking the channel, so I will actually get that to you here as those of you who are watching may know. But I will get that here in just a second as the tip-off is won. And we are underway here as Pleasant Plains winning that tip-off and bringing it up the floor and handing it off to number 22. That is Henry Griffith, top of the key, a 3. Quick way to start this one off as that one rebounded by A-Town. They will bring it left to right as you look at your screen here this evening, or at least to start this evening anyway, and then they'll flip after the half. Big Cole Scheckler, that big man, number 52, he's going to be the guy to watch, I think, here in this JV contest. He is one heck of an athlete. We saw that in the basketball, or the football season, I should say, as a whistle out of play. And it will stay with A-Town. Inbounding the ball for the Tornadoes, Colby Hightower. He gets it in to number 4, Alex Fouch. Back to Hightower. Hightower's got it right side. And the ball movement here in the early going as we're 45 seconds into our very first quarter of the first home game. Nice pass into the paint, laying that one up and in. Number 35, Aiden Stromson on the board, and A-Town has a 2-0 lead. Now I got to pull up the scoreboard and update that for you here this evening. I did the Western Illinois game the other night with our boss Dwayne, and that I'm used to not doing the scoreboard after that. Top of the key, a 3 on the way for Pleasant Plain. Now that one no good. Rebound comes out to here. The Tornadoes here, they're going to push the issue. Nice strip there by number 4 for Pleasant Plains. I'll get his name here, Luke Bauscher. He's going to take it all the way to the rack, lay it up, no good. And offensive rebound fight. Cole Scheckler comes away with it. 6.5 to go here in the first. A 2-0 score as that one goes out of play. And good to have everybody along here this evening, as I said. I'll get that name written down for the kind person sitting here in attendance. Oops. Look at that, I misspelled it here. This is what I get for trying to multitask. Scheckler gets it left side to Hightower. Going left side. A lot of excitement coming into this season for the A-Town Tornadoes. Talked to some folks. Hightower drives the baseline, puts up the shot. That one rattles around and it goes in. Colby Hightower, his first 2 points of the game, and A-Town out to a 4-0 lead. But I was talking to people during the football season, and there was a lot of buzz coming in, really, with the varsity lineup. But as you can see, there's some pretty good athletes here. That one tipped away and stolen. Taking it all the way to the rack and laying it up and in is Alex Fouch, number 4. And a 6-0 lead for the Tornadoes here in the early going. But as you can see here in the early going, you can see why everybody's pretty excited. A lot of people in attendance here this evening. If you look at the Abingdon side of the field, that one, a 3 on the way from the wing, no good. Backing down, kicks it back out. Pleasant Plains will reset. They drive, kicks it into the corner. Open corner 3 on the way. That one is good. Number 24, Braden Papas, a 2 they say. Or no, they give it a 3 on the scoreboard. And it is 6-3. They cut that 6-point lead in half. That was very much needed as that one goes over and back. So A-Town turns it over as we're just under 5 minutes to go here. And let me update the old scoreboard here as 6-3 is the score. Couple new names checking in here for, I believe it was A-Town who checked in. Oh, no, that is for Pleasant Plains. Number 15, Sean Louder into the, nope, he was one of the starters. Who checked in? I heard one person checked in. I'll have to look around and see. Top of the key, a 3 on the way for Pleasant Plains. Trying to tie it, no good. Louder with the rebound. Puts it back up, no good. Another offensive rebound. And another offensive rebound for Pleasant Plains. A jump ball, tie up. I don't know what the possession arrow is because I'm sitting behind the scoreboard. Should be A-Town basketball. It sure is, so. A-Town basketball, they will inbound. Oh my God, I did it again. I spelled it wrong the same way the last 2 times as I'm writing things down on the sheet. Number 30 into the game for A-Town. That's a new face. That is Garen Mason. That was the substitution just a short time ago. Number 22 also in there. That's Lucas Andrews. And back it goes to Mason. Into the corner it goes. Mason pump fakes. Hightower's got it. Back to the baseline. He's going to put up a mid-range shot, and that one's no good. Rebound goes to Pleasant Plains. Here come the Cardinals in transition. They hand it off into the corner. Got to move the camera bag here. I can't see down onto the court on a certain point. Into the corner, a three on the way for Pleasant Plains. That one's going to tie things up here. Wide open, that is Sean Louder, and a timeout is called. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular pain.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. My apologies, my finger slipped on a button. I was going to do a 15-second ad for MDH and ended up doing a 15 and a 30. So MDH well represented, as they should be. They're the title sponsor here for TSSR. Nice pass to Hightower as we're back underway here. 3:26 to go here in quarter number one. As I got to update the scoreboard here, the Cardinals tied it just a little while ago. A three by Sean Louder, number 15 for Pleasant Plains. He's got three here today, and a whistle. And I don't think everybody was ready for that inbound play. And now we're back underway. Bringing it up the floor is Luke Bauscher. Kicks it back. Nice baseline pass into the paint. That one blocked away by the Tornadoes. A beautiful play, and a foul is called as Owen Timmons gets in and blocks that one away for the Tornadoes. Owen Timmons, a freshman. 3:12 to go here in the first. We're tied at 6. Here come the Tornadoes. Whoops. Here come the Tornadoes, excuse me. Kicks it into the corner to Hightower. Backing down. Nice kick into the corner. Open three on the way for A-Town. That one no good. Fight for the rebound. They do get the rebound, and going up, and he is fouled. That is Aiden Stromson. And Stromson will now go to the line as he'll have 2 shots upcoming here. 2:48 to go here in the first. That foul on Bauscher, that's his first. It's team's second. I can't update those actually here. Still trying to learn the new system here. Like I said, football and basketball are 2 totally different scoreboards here on this screen, so I forget that I have to update the fouls, which are showing there on your screen here. We'll have it all figured out. Ooh, whistle. A lot of contact underneath the basket. Free throw is good, by the way. Aiden Stromson, he's got 3 points. 52. That is Cole Scheckler picking up the foul, and a little slow to get up there is Cale Hatcher. That'll be A-Town's first foul here in this quarter. Of course, new rules in the basketball world. Where'd my scoreboard go? Tried to disappear on me right there. Oh, technology. I think it's the weather. The weather is messing with everything here this evening. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Now it's really messing with me. Nice pass into the paint, lays it up and in. Braden Pappas. He's got 5 here in the early going. We got a good basketball game here. Cardinals lead at 8-7. Kicks it back up to Scheckler. He got it. He's got it, excuse me. Hands it off to Hightower. 8-7 our score. 2:15 to go in the first. Scheckler gets it right side to Fouch. Fouch saves that one from going over and back. We already saw one over and back here in the first. Scheckler, a nice pass into the paint. That one might have been a little too hard for his teammate. That's Aiden Stromson, unable to handle it with 2 minutes to go, 8-7. So Aiden Stromson, the last to touch it for A-Town. And now here comes the Cardinals of Pleasant Plains. Again, making the trip over from the Springfield area. That's a long drive. There's no good way to get here either. From Springfield, I tell you. Into the corner, wide open three on the way. That one off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Hightower. 1:40 to go. And Fouch, he's got it. Picks up his dribble, thought about shooting. They get it into Scheckler. A whistle and a foul is called. I know I started talking about the new rules in basketball, but I never got to it. So the fouls, of course, are the new things. There's no fouls per half, as there used to be. It is fouls per quarter, and once you reach the limit, it's 2 shots regardless. No more 1-and-1, which I think is very unfortunate. I like the 1-and-1, to be honest with you. What was the reason they did that? Was it to speed up the game? Are we really speeding up the game that much, getting rid of the 1-and-1? I don't know. That's another story for another day. But that is the NFHS making that decision for pretty much everybody in the United States. It's not just the state of Illinois making that call. It's the NFHS. So they are the ones in charge. Scheckler into the paint. He lays it up and in. Cole Scheckler. He's the 4th different Tornado to score, and A-Town back in front. It's 9-8, 50 seconds to go here in the first. Driving into the paint all the way to the basket, laying it up and in. Number 5, Xander Smith. First points, 2 points for him, I should say. And the Cardinals back up by 1. Good back and forth here in the first quarter. Hightower kicks it into the corner. Open 3 on the way. That one's good. Alex Fouch for the Tornadoes. And the Tornadoes now lead at 12-10, 25 seconds to go here in the first. Xander Smith, he's got it. Kicking it left side to Griffith. Driving, kicking. New face in for Pleasant Plains. I'll get that name in just a second. Corner 3 on the way. That one no good. Fight for the rebound. Pleasant Plains has it. 5 to shoot. And the ball on the ground. 2 seconds to shoot. Puts it up no good. Offensive rebound, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. What a first quarter that was. Man, this is going to be a good one here. The JV matchup off to a good start, 12-10 after 1 quarter of basketball, as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH as we head to quarter number 2. We got to take away all the fouls here. Wasn't a lot of fouls in that first quarter to talk about, but got to clear those up here. Adjust the period. We're going to the second period here, second quarter. 12-10, A-Town with the lead. Their leading scorer is Alex Fouch, who hit a 3 just before the end of that quarter. He's got 5. Aiden Stromson with 3. 2 points for Cole Scheckler and 2 points for Colby Hightower. Pleasant Plains, they're led by Braden Pappas. He's got 5. 3 points for Sean Lauder, and Xander Smith, he's got 2. A lot of new faces in. Try to get as many of them as I can here, as that one tipped and stolen away by Pleasant Plains. Here they come. Sean Lauder kicks it into the corner. Pump fake. And dragging the foot a little bit. A travel. Number 24, Braden Pappas. The new face I was talking about just before we went to break, number 20, Griffin Schallenberg. He's in for Pleasant Plains, number 20. Also into the game for Pleasant Plains, number 12. That is Nolan Scott. 7.5 to go here in the first half. Nice pass into the paint. Putting up the shot, no good, is Stromson, but he is fouled. And that will send him to the line. And that foul is on Griffin Schallenberg. So that's his first, team's first here in our second quarter. And Lucas Bauscher back into the game for Pleasant Plains, the Cardinals. Nice red, white, and blue on those uniforms there. A-Town rocking their home whites with the green letters and numbers there. That one, offensive rebound. Did have one free throw there for Stromson, so got to update that. 13-10 now is our score. Stromson's got 4 as kicking it left side. Lucas Andrews with the basketball, left wing. Nice pass, Stromson going all the way to the basket, a whistle, and he traveled. I think Stromson was kind of in between, should he shoot it, take it all the way to the basket, or should he kick it out to his teammate? I think he had somebody open there on the corner. Didn't see who it was, but he did. He kind of just second-guessed himself. First minute is gone here in the second. 13-10 our score. As Bauscher's got it, far side, kicks it into the corner. Nice pass. Back into the paint he goes, but kicking that back out to Pappas. And now back to Bauscher. Good ball movement here by the Cardinals here in the first half. Haven't seen a lot of turnovers by either team. Good, clean basketball here. 13-10 our score. Kicks it into the corner, a 3 on the way. Rattles around, no good. And the rebound comes out to the Tornadoes. Nice shot, but no dice there for Nolan Scott. 6:25 to go. Hightower kicks it. Nice pass to Scheckler in the paint. Lays it up, that one. Rattles home, and a foul. Cole Scheckler, the big man, gets the chance for an and one. Old-fashioned three-point play possibility. 15-10 our score. 6:18 to go here in the second. Nolan Scott picking up the foul, number 12. That is his first. Team second, as the and one free throw is good by Scheckler, and that pushes the lead to 6. Here comes Lucas Bauscher for the Cardinals. Kicks it into the corner. Pappas back to Bauscher. 16-10. Bauscher's got it. Thought about a shot. Nice pass, though. Going inside, laying that one up. No good. A rebound goes to Stromson, and he kicks it out. Somehow gets it to Alex Fouch. Here come the Tornadoes, leading 16-10. Into the corner it goes. Lucas Andrews. Cross-court pass back to Fouch. Fouch picks up his dribble. Cross-court pass it goes once again. New face in for the Tornadoes. Shot no good. And a rebound. That is Carson Slagle, excuse me. Here's the Cardinals. Open 3 on the way for Bauscher. No good. Rebound goes to Scheckler. Nice pass into the paint. Stromson lays it up. No good. It would have been on the floor anyway, but getting in there and forcing the foul. Cardinals' third foul here in this quarter. And Nolan Scott just picked up his second here in the first half. Checking out of the game is Carson Slagle. Didn't see who checked in for him here. I think Hightower just checked back into the game, as there he is with the basketball. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the first half, 16-10. Very well played game here. Nice pass to Scheckler. They kick it back out. Good ball movement. A-Town, corner 3 on the way. That one is good. Alex Fouch. Such good ball movement by the Tornadoes, and they now lead it 19-10. That's how you get it done there, folks. Tip and a steal. Here comes Hightower in transition. All the way to the rack, lays it up, no good. 19-10. Scoreboard a little slow to update here. There we go. 19-10, corner 3. That one good by Braden Pappas. He's got 8. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 19-13 our score. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Little Friday night basketball. Scoreboard's a little wonky here this evening. We'll get it up there. There we go. Get the correct score. Darn it, 19-13 is the score. Good to have everybody along here this evening. If you are watching us here on this very YouTube page, feel free to get into those comment sections. Feels good to have the comment section open. Last time I did a game for TSSR, we had something set up to where we couldn't see the comments. It was very weird not being able to chat with our audience here. So if you're out there in the audience and you want to chat with us here, you can do so. Open three on the way for Fouch. He's done it again. Alex Fouch, he's got another three. He's got 11. And A-Town up big. They lead 22-13. Nice pass by the Cardinals. And that one off the shoe of the Tornadoes, out of play. Nolan Scott will check out. New face into the game for Pleasant Plains. That is Jack Havasi. Jack Havasi, number 32. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. Tied for the biggest lead of the day so far here for A-Town. It's 9 points. Papa's going to shoot a three, and that one's no good. Nice offensive rebound. Beautiful play there by Sean Louder. Kicks it into the corner. Three on the way. That one well short. And another offensive rebound for the Cardinals. Fought for. Comes away with it. Pappas, he's open. He's going to shoot it again. That one no good. Hightower the rebound and a foul. That'll be the fourth foul on the Cardinals here in this quarter. Still no fouls for A-Town in the quarter. Luke Bauscher just picked up his second foul. How about the first half for Alex Fouch? He's got 11 points. Half the team's points. And he's got the ball again. Kind of surprised he didn't try the heat check there. 3:15 to go here in the first half. Into the corner. Here's that heat check. And he got it again! Alex Fouch! That's his fourth three of the night. And it's 25-13. I've been told he's been playing since middle school. This kid can shoot. Into the corner it goes. Bauscher trying to answer that one too strong. A bump and a foul is called on A-Town. Boy, shooting since middle school. Yeah, he's got good form. Apparently I missed out. Said I should have seen him last year. Alyssa, our wonderful camera girl here. Alex Fouch is a sophomore. And he's not on the varsity roster. That just tells you the talent that A-Town has if he's not on your varsity roster. My goodness. Bauscher kicks it to Pappas, near side. 25-13. It has been the Alex Fouch show. Left wing three on the way. That one no good by the Cardinals. A bump and a foul is called. Ooh, if they... tell you, the hype is real here in Abingdon. Abingdon-Avon, A-Town bringing in some pretty good kids here. Very excited to see the varsity game here. I was told that the varsity team really, really good. And this is the JV matchup here. Top of the key, three on the way for Bauscher. That one off the rim, no good. I tell you what, Pleasant Plains, even though they're down by 12, the effort that they are showing on the boards here is very, very impressive. Whistle and substitution. Nolan Scott and Griffin Schallenberg will check back in. 2:15 to go here in the first half. I got to update the fouls here. I missed a couple of fouls on A-Town on the scoreboard here. Schallenberg. Good ball movement by the Cardinals. I think this is their third chance at a possession, but they turn it over. Alex Fouch comes away with it. Fouch picks up his dribble, gets it to Hightower. Under 2 minutes to go. Back to Fouch. Now hands it off to Scheckler. Nice pass back to Fouch into the corner. Hightower gets a screen from Stromson. Tried a little pick and roll, but unable to get him. A whistle and a foul called away from the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul on Aiden Stromson. That's the third foul on the Tornadoes. That's his second, Aiden Stromson, so something to keep an eye on there. I hope by later in the year to have shooting stats. I've got this new app on my laptop, which also turns into a tablet. And there's a new app I want to try out as this season goes along. A jumper on the way and good by Griffin Schallenberg. And that'll cut the lead down to 10. Nice play there offensively by the Cardinals. Hightower, nice pass into Stromson in the paint. He's going to lay it up and in. Aiden Stromson's got 6. 2 more points for the Tornadoes. They lead 27-15 as we come up on 1 minute to go here in the first half. But yeah, I'm excited. If I can get that app working, a bump and a foul on Hightower, Colby Hightower. 58 seconds to go. We'll see. It's not perfect, but I'm hoping maybe to play with it a little bit maybe during the varsity game. We shall see, but hopefully as the season goes on here and we're broadcasting games here on TSSR, if I'm doing games, hopefully I can have some shooting stats. But you never know. Technology likes to mess with us here, doesn't it? As we've got 48 seconds to go. As Sean Lauder hands it off to Schallenberg, Back to Nolan Scott, 35 seconds to go. Scott's got 2 fouls. Back to Schallenberg, 30 seconds in the first half. 27-15. Scott picks up his dribble. Back to Lauder. Now back to Schallenberg. 15 seconds, backing down, putting up a shot. That one rattles around and goes in. It's Henry Griffith. First time seeing him on the score sheet here. 10 seconds to go, 27-17. Fouch has got it with 5. He's got 14 on the first half. They kick it into the corner. 3 on the way at the buzzer. That one no good by Lucas Andrews. And that will end our first half. What a first half it was. The A-Town Tornadoes out to a 10-point lead as we've got the halftime show coming up next as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. What a first half it was, really, for one guy in particular. I mean, it was an excellent offensive showing, I think even for both sides, even though you look in at the scoreboard and you see that Pleasant Plains, the Cardinals, are down by 10. I thought really both teams ran pretty good offensive plays throughout most of that first half. Didn't see a lot of turnovers. you just saw maybe some missed shots, missed open shots, which are going to happen in the game of basketball. But one person who didn't miss his open shots was Alex Fouch for A-Town. He finishes the first half with 14 points, over half the team's points. As 14 points, double that up, that would be 28. So he is definitely on a heater here tonight. We'll see how that one goes as we make our way through the night here. But Alex Fouch finishing that first half with 14 points. Aiden Stromson, pretty strong presence in the paint. He's got a couple of free throws and a couple of baskets. He finishes that first half with 6. Kind of surprised we haven't seen Cole Scheckler a lot here this evening. Cole Scheckler, he's a big dude. He's just a sophomore, but he is a force to be reckoned with down underneath, and I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a lot of him. He still had 4 points. Maybe see him a little bit more in the second half as both teams maybe start wearing down a little bit. We shall see. 2 other points, the only other 2 points I should say for A-Town would be Colby Hightower, who was able to put in a 2-point bucket there in the first half. Pleasant Plains, their first half consisting of Braden Pappas. He had some range going. Pappas finishing the first half with 2 threes and 8 points. Sean Lauder also had a 3. He finishes the first half with 3. Henry Griffith with 2, and Griffin Schallenberg finishing the first half with 2 points. Kind of quiet, like I said, there for the Cardinals, 27-17. A-Town really kind of taking this game in the second quarter, I should say. The game was actually, was it 10-9 after the first, it was 10-9, yeah, after the first quarter. So A-Town able to outscore Pleasant Plains 17-8 in that second quarter. So very impressive. Their defense has stepped up there in the second quarter. And like I said, both teams, it seems like they've been running very good offensive schemes. The issue's just been for Pleasant Plains missing some open shots. They did turn the ball over a couple of times there near the end of that first half, but it's not one of those sloppy games where you're seeing 15, 20 turnovers. Nothing like that between the two sides. I thought it was a very good first half of basketball. Very excited to see what the second half has in store, and very excited for the night of basketball that we have. The varsity game later here tonight will feature A-Town here and Pleasant Plains, and a lot of buzz. I talked about it in the first half. A lot of buzz around the A-Town Tornadoes. There's a lot of talent. I talked to some folks when I was doing the football games earlier this fall, and they were excited. They said, we got some kids you're going to have to watch, and I'm excited to see these kids. I mean, if a guy like Alex Fouch isn't even on the varsity roster, and Alex Fouch finished that first half with 14 points, if he's not on the varsity roster, you know there's going to be some guys who can fill it up for A-Town. So I'm very excited to see. I'm also excited to see what, the folks at Pleasant Plains have, coming all the way over from the Springfield area. They've got some talent over there in Springfield. And, excited to see what the varsity contest has later on this evening. And, of course, you can watch that game here on this very YouTube stream, our YouTube channel, I should say. This stream in particular, it will not be this stream. We'll have to shut this stream down and open it back up. But if you go to this this profile here, the profile of the stream you're watching here, and go to live, you'll see that there's a scheduled live for A-Town and Pleasant Plains, and we will start that one up after this JV contest comes to an end, after a little bit of a break here. I do have to take a break after the after this game because, duty calls. That's all I got to say. So with that being said, probably shouldn't have said that on the stream, but you know what? It's YouTube. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? It's good to have everybody along here this evening. Again, feel free to get into the comments section. We love hearing from you. Leave your comments, what you thought of the first half, what you thought of Alex Fouch's first half performance, whatever you want to talk about. I would love to hear from you in the second half, so get into that comment section on this very live stream. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we will have more basketball as the second half approaches next. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local country financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. We are at the half, about ready to start the second half of action here. 27-17 is our score. And I tell you, it's been the Alex Fouch show. I talked about that when I went over stats a little while ago. He finished the first half with 14 points. We'll see if his hot shooting will continue or if the Cardinals from Pleasant Plains will come in and maybe try to shut him down a little bit. And we'll see what Pleasant Plains has in store as they try to erase a 10-point deficit. This is I believe this is the home opener, if I'm not mistaken, for the A-Town Tornadoes, who come into this contest 2-3 on the season. Let's talk about some of those games here. I do have it pulled up on the old phone here this evening. Some of those games, yeah, they were all on the road, losing to Mercer County and Orion to start the season, a close game against Orion, but then winning against Alleman. They were able to defeat Thornridge, and then a tough loss to Illini West. Of course, this is the varsity team that we're talking about here. So A-Town 2-3 on the season. Not sure what the JV is doing this season. Let's see if I can pull that up here. I don't know if I can. Nope, the Max Preps doesn't have it there. So A-Town coming into this contest 2-3. Pleasant Plains coming into the contest. They say they're only 0-2. They really only played 2 games? I don't think so. Got to pull it up here. No, maybe they are only 0-2. All right, so there you go. Only 0-2. Maybe that's just all Max Preps has got. We are underway here in quarter number 3, and a shot on the way and good. Braden Pappas picking up where he left off. A 3 cuts the lead to single digits, and the Cardinals trail by 7. Braden Pappas, what kind of got lost in there? There's Alex Fouch again. No basket, but he is fouled on a 3-point shot. And the two guys who were really the standouts in that first half getting in on the action early in the second half. We got Pappas, who finished that first half with 8 points. And then Alex Fouch, who had 14 points, going to the line. He's going to shoot 3. First one well short. And he's got 2 more here. 7:32 to go here in the third. That one rattles around, no good. So apparently we have found Fouch's weakness here after he was lethal from behind the 3-point stripe in that first half. Third free throw, that one also no good. Wow, 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Fouch had 4 threes in that first half, by the way. Just a very impressive shooting display, although things a little rusty coming out of the halftime. 27-20. And kicking it, the Cardinals getting it now to number 5, Xander Smith. Didn't see a lot of playing time there in that first half. Back to Smith, pump fakes. And he picks up his dribble, looking for help. He gets it. Back to Bauscher. Bauscher shot the ball a lot in the first half. Didn't get a lot of points. Bauscher actually scoreless in that first half. And there's another example, just a tough day shooting for Bauscher. One rattles around, no good. And here comes Hightower. He's got it in the corner. Cross-court pass. Ooh, dangerous pass. Nearly went over the head of the intended target there. Fouch back with it. Stromson gets it into Scheckler. Nice extra pass. Corner three on the way. That one good. Lucas Andrews. It's raining threes here in Abingdon on a rainy, cold night. The threes raining down here in the gym. Although it's not as cold, thank goodness. And a whistle and a foul. Xander Smith bumped by Fouch. 6:17 to go here in quarter number 3. That's the first foul by Fouch as he gets clarification from the head coach, or the head referee, excuse me, or the referee. I don't know if they have head referees in basketball or not. I think they do. Nice pass into the paint, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul. Henry Griffith will now go to the line where he will shoot 2. 6:12 to go here in the third. That foul is on Aiden Stromson, his third. And that's going to be something to watch here. We'll see if Stromson can deal with foul trouble. First free throw's up and good. That'll cut the lead to single digits once again. 6:12 to go here in quarter number 3. Second free throw upcoming for Henry Griffith. And that one rattles around, no good. Rebound goes to Cole Scheckler, big Cole Scheckler. Like I talked about during the halftime, here's a corner 3 on the way for Hightower, and that's no good. Like I said during the halftime, bump and a foul is called on Lucas Andrews. I'll get to that point I mentioned at the half. Lucas Andrews just picked up his second. That's the third team foul, by the way, on the Tornadoes. But I wouldn't be surprised maybe we see a little bit more of Scheckler here in the second half. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. Under 6 minutes to go. Picking up the dribble, getting it right side to Smith, and he walked with it. Xander Smith turns it over for Pleasant Plains. The Cardinals trying to come back from a 10-point halftime deficit, trailing 27-17 at the half. It's 30-21. Scheckler with the screen. Hightower gets it to Scheckler. Nice extra pass. It goes Fouch, corner 3. That one good again! Alex Fouch! Holy smokes! He's done it again. And an over and back. Alex Fouch forcing that turnover. And it'll be A-Town basketball. That was a bizarre sequence, though, on the shot by Fouch as that one was tipped. Who was it that tipped it? I think it was Stromson down there who tipped it. No, it was number 30. It was Garen Mason in the paint. The pass from Scheckler went off his hand and into the hand of Fouch, who was open in the corner. The fact that it was tipped did not bother him. 33-21 our score. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Good defensive play, by the way, while I was yammering on there by Pleasant Plains. Nice block. Didn't see who it was by, but good defensive play by the team. 4:50 to go here in our third quarter. Back it goes to Pappas, as the shot no good. Rebound goes to Mason. Here come the Tornadoes. Fouch thought about a 3. Gets a little floater for 2. That one's no good. I mean, when you shot 5 threes and you miss a 2, might as well stay with the 3s, right? Here they come in transition. Pleasant Plains. That one no good by Henry Griffith. Rebound comes out to the Tornadoes. Here's Fouch pushing the issue, a bump and a foul. .4:14 to go in our third. See who that one on Sean Louder, number 15. That was the guy's name I was trying to think of earlier when I went completely brain dead. Just could not think of who I was wanting to say. Number 15, Sean Louder. My apologies to Sean. As Colby Hightower has got it. Fake screen by Scheckler. Hands it back to Fouch. Good ball movement by the Tornadoes on this possession. Under 4 minutes to go. Nice pass. Oh, that one. A little too much zip on it. Thought it was a nice pass, but he threw it over the head of Garen Mason. And a turnover by the Tornadoes. 3:55 to go. Into the corner, a three on the way. That one is good. It's Sean Louder. I think you heard me talking about him. That one makes it a single-digit deficit, back to a 9-point deficit, 33-24. Still plenty of time in this one as Mason back to Scheckler and now Fouch. Hightower tried to get it into Scheckler. A good play by Pleasant Plains, but Hightower comes back with it, looking for a foul is Hightower, and he doesn't get it. And then a good defensive play, but a foul is called on Lucas Andrews. So a bump. Lucas Andrews. 3:15 to go here in our third. That's the third foul by Lucas Andrews. New faces into the game for A-Town. That is Tegan Hunter, number 14. Also back into the game is Carson Slagle. Driving, putting up the shot is Bauscher. That one no good. Rebound goes to Scheckler. Here comes Slagle with it. Slagle drives all the way to the basket. Off the bench, putting it up and in is Carson Slagle. 2 more points for the Tornadoes, and they lead by 11. And a whistle, and they'll get a little shoe mishap there taken care of. Tegan Hunter, get his name on the old stat sheet here. 2:45 to go in the third. Kicks it into the corner. Pappas, open three. That one good again. It's Braden Pappas. I mean, he's trying to keep pace with Alex Fouch. Fouch has got 17. Pappas has got 14. Good back and forth between them. Thought about an answer. Instead, gets it to Hightower. Drives the baseline. Wild shot, no good. No whistle. And it goes to Pleasant Plains. 2:20 to go here in the third. I update the scoreboard here. It's 35-27. Corner three, no good. A whistle. Looked like Scheckler was being grabbed there. I think they're just saying that that one went over the backboard. $35-27 the score. Oops, still trying to get the fouls all figured out. Corner three on the way. Rattled halfway down and out by Carson Slagle. Rebound comes to Pleasant Plains. They get it to Pappas up top. Now it's Bauscher. Corner three on the way for Pleasant Plains. Rattles around, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. And Hightower comes away with it. 1:35 to go in the third. Slagle gets it back to Hightower. Hightower with just 2 points. Into the corner, open three on the way. Another one. Tegan Hunter. My goodness. Everybody getting in on the three party here in this one. Goodness, 38-27. Corner three for Pappas, no good. A whistle and a foul. Over the back, I believe, is going to be the call on Henry Griffith. 38-27. Tegan Hunter in off the bench. And the inbound play comes out to number 14, Tegan Hunter. And now bringing it up the floor is Slagle. Minute to go here in the third. 11-point lead for A-Town. Free throw line, nice pass, cutting to the basket, putting up the shot, no good, but a foul is called. And Owen Timmons, who is scoreless here in this game, he will come in and shoot some free throws. Trying to change the fact that he is scoreless here in this game. 52.4 seconds to go. And the first free throw well short by Owen Timmons. Still got one more. That foul is number 4 on the Cardinals. Man, I'm really bad at updating fouls here in this game. I'll get better as the night goes on here. We got one more game ahead of us here from A-Town. That one no good. 50 seconds to go. Here come the Cardinals. Boucher kicks it. And now back to Boucher, right wing, 38 seconds. Nearly threw that one away. Boucher comes back with it, top of the key. Thought about a 3 with Xander Smith. Now Boucher gonna shoot a 3. That one way too long. And the rebound comes out to A-Town. 23 seconds to go. Slagle gets it right side to Hightower. 15 on the play clock. And losing the handle out of bounds, Carson Slagle turns it over. And with 10 seconds exactly, the Cardinals will have a chance to cut into this deficit and maybe make it a single-digit deficit going into the fourth quarter. We shall see. 9 seconds. Xander Smith's got it. Gets it to Boucher. Into the paint, all the way to the basket. Off the backboard and in. Lucas Boucher ending the third quarter with that 2-point bucket. And we go to the fourth as the Cardinals try to come back. 38-29. We're back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. 38-29 our score after 3 quarters of basketball. One more quarter to go as we turn it to the fourth on the scoreboard here. And the leading scorer here in this contest, oh, our screen went black there for a second. I think we're back up and running now. Reset the fouls here. Reset the fouls there. 38-29. A-Town with a 9-point lead. Oh, a tip and a steal. Nearly a steal as he stepped on the baseline. Sean Lauder. Griffin Schallenberg checks back into the game for Pleasant Plains. 7:47 to go in our fourth quarter. This is pretty much been, oh, that one tipped and stolen away by Pleasant Plains. Here come the Cardinals. Xander Smith in transition, picks up the dribble and throws it away. Alex Fouch now with it. He's got 17, driving all the way to the baseline, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul. Oh, they're gonna say that one was on the floor. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that call right there. Interesting. Foul, by the way, on number, they have number 20 up there, Schallenberg, so that's his second. 7:20 to go in the fourth. Fouch swings it around. Getting it now to Lucas Andrews. Andrews with 3. Gets a screen by Stromson. Nice pass back to Stromson, but that's tipped and stolen away. Here come the Cardinals. Trying to cut into a 9-point deficit. A whistle and an offensive foul is called. Little too aggressive on that one. Offensive foul. Boucher, Lucas Boucher, he's had a very tough day here today. Some of the shots just not falling for him, and now he commits the offensive foul. 6:54 to go here in the fourth. 38-29 still our score. Hightower tries to get it into Stromson, but that one kicked away. Good to have everybody along here this evening as we've got 6:40 to go here. Fouch trying to get this one inbounds. He does. Hightower's got it. That one off the back of a Cardinal, and it's nearly stolen away. Fouch has got it. Left wing, he's all alone. He's going to shoot it, but that one no good. He's got 5 of those here in this game. Tried to get number 6 on that one. Unlucky, though, as the pass goes to the right side. Sean Louder out of Bauscher. Driving, a little mid-range floater, up and in by Lucas Bauscher. And that cuts the lead to 7, 38-31. Fouch, who thought about a 3 instead, kicks it into the corner. Open 3 on the way. That one, good again. It's Lucas Andrews, his second 3 of the day. And the lead is back up to double digits, 41-31, A-Town Tornadoes. Xander Smith gets it to Bauscher. Louder hands it back off to Smith. He runs into the paint, bumped and fouled. That'll be the first foul for the Tornadoes here in this fourth quarter. Whistling a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this 30-second timeout. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wouldn't you know it, my laptop is probably going to die, and I don't have my charger on me. Oh, well, what are you going to do? That's the way it goes sometimes. 5:32 to go in the fourth. And we're looking at a 10-point lead for A-Town, something they've had most of this game here, dating back to the second quarter. They were able to get that lead after a very well-played first quarter. 10-9 was the score after one quarter. Nice inbounds pass, kicks it back out. Bauscher is going to shoot a 3, and he's got another one. I mentioned earlier it's been a frustrating day for him, but he is starting to get hot at the right time. And the Cardinals back to within 7. Fouch, he's got it back near the logo. Lucas Andrews, as we approach 5 minutes to go. Fouch, he's got 17. Thought about shooting it. Instead, passes, tries to get it inside. It's tipped and stolen away. We've seen a lot more turnovers by A-Town over the last couple of minutes. Back out, 3 on the way for Bauscher again. That one a little strong. Heat check, no good there. 4:48 to go here in the fourth. It's 41-34. Alex Fouch, he's got those 17 points I talked about here. He's a sophomore. That one nearly tipped and stolen away. Hightower comes back with it. Tell you, the defense has really ramped up over the last couple of minutes for Pleasant Plains. Cross-court pass, as it looks like a 2-3 zone. Nice pass to Scheckler. Open, Fouch, corner 3! Why not another one? Alex Fouch, he's got 20. And the lead is back up to 10. (44-34), as that shot is short. Rebound goes out of bounds. And A-Town will have it with 4:03 to go here in the fourth. My audio might have been a little hot there earlier, so apologies if that may have crackled a little bit, or if you're listening on earbuds, that one might have been a little loud there for you. I adjusted my board accordingly. It's an exciting game, though. I mean, you got Alex Fouch here with 20 points in a JV game. That's very rarely do you see numbers like that. Really, in any high school game, it's hard to get 20 points in high school basketball. And Alex Fouch doing it as a sophomore against a pretty good Pleasant Plains team. Timeout on the floor, 30 seconds. We'll take it with them. Back after this, you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to A-Town High School in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. In the fourth quarter, 3:54 to go in quarter number 4. It is 44-34. Alex Fouch, I just mentioned a moment ago, he's got 20 points in this contest. And there's still a little over 4 minutes to go here. Chance to possibly get some more here. Hightower will inbound the basketball. And they get it inside to Stromson, who's had a pretty good day. Nearly got away, might have got away with a walk there. As driving the baseline, kicking it back out, Stromson may have taken that one away from Fouch. Putting it up and in, though, it doesn't matter. Aiden Stromson, he's got 8. And the lead up to 12 for the Tornadoes, 46-34. Here come the Cardinals. Got to move quickly here, down 12. Nolan Scott kicks it. Pappas, he's having a pretty good day here as well. He's blocked on that one. Good play defensively by A-Town. And here comes Alex Fouch as we approach 3 minutes to go. Swinging it right side. It goes to Lucas Andrews. Cross-court pass. Hightower's got it. Gets a screen from Scheckler. And now they go into Scheckler. Now back out to Fouch, trying to beat that zone. Here goes Stromson, and he was either going to walk with it or he was going to get an offensive foul, and the offensive foul is the way they go. So either way, it would have been Cardinal basketball, and the foul will be their second. Couple of substitutions into the game, I believe. Number 32 for Pleasant Plains, that's Jack Hovasi. And number 20, Griffin Schallenberg back into the game. Sean Lauder out there on the floor as well. Xander Smith and Nolan Scott, who is with the basketball now. Good ball movement by the Cardinals here. Trying to cut into a 12-point deficit. That one nearly taken away. Lauder picks up his dribble, throws it away. Nice play by the Tornadoes, and they'll slow it up. 2:25 to go in the fourth. Gets a screen from Scheckler. Fouch gets it to Hightower. He drives, left-handed shot. That one goes up and in. It's Colby Hightower. His second basket of the night. He's got 4. And the lead is up to 14. 48-34, coming away with the basketball. A whistle, a tie-up is called. Possession arrow will give it to Pleasant Plains with 2:03 to go in the fourth. 48-34. Substitution, new face in. Number 45, Zach Wilson, the freshman, checking in for Pleasant Plains. First time seeing him here in this game. And the inbound play goes to Xander Smith. And it's 4-on-5 the other way as one of the A-Town Tornadoes fell down. Unable to get the shot to go, though, and 1:52 to go. Pleasant Plains will inbound it underneath the basket. Almost underneath the basket, I should say. Xander Smith, the inbounds pass, is tipped and stolen away. Hightower comes away with it. 1:47 to go here. Can't imagine you'd see too many fouls as hockey-style substitution about ready to check in here as a timeout is called by A-Town. They're going to do a 30-second timeout to get some of those new faces in there. We'll just stay here. Although I don't know the new faces. I know one is going to be Carson Slagle. I saw number 1. But I didn't see everybody else. So maybe I should have taken a timeout. Whatever. Beauty of live broadcasting. Sometimes you second-guess yourself. It's been good having everybody along here this evening, and what should be a great night of basketball here. The varsity game going to be getting underway about 15 minutes after this one comes to a close. And we'll see what the Cardinals and the Tornadoes have to offer in the second of 2 games here at A-Town High School. Home opener for the A-Town Tornadoes. Let's get those names in here. 14 is Tegan Hunter. Number 25 for A-Town's Owen Timmons. 32, that's a new face for A-Town. Let me get that one in. That's Drake Allison. And number 2 is Caden Rogers. A offensive foul is called on A-Town. So those are your new faces in. The substitution, emptying the bench for A-Town. Always a good feeling if you're a head coach. You can empty that bench, get some of your guys some playing time. With all this talent on this A-Town team, can't go wrong with getting some talent in and getting them some playing time here. Kicks it. Number 32, Jack Havasi. Some new faces in for Pleasant Plains. Number 45, Zach Wilson. There's Schallenberg with the basketball. Wilson kicks it. Schallenberg, corner 3. That one no good. 42, offensive rebound. Put back no good. That's Ryan Ilsley. And with under a minute to go, A-Town will take over. I think there's one more name I'm missing here. Number 25, that is Micah Billick in for Pleasant Plains. So I got everybody at least one shout out here, unless we have more substitutions. With 37 seconds to go, I can't imagine that's going to be the case. A-Town will likely just play keep away and walk away with a double-digit victory here. Very, very impressive. After a very great, well-played first quarter, A-Town dominating the last 3 quarters of this basketball game. 27-17 was the score at the half. And they continued to run away with it. 9 seconds to go in this one. No foul called. That one stripped and stolen away with 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Going to put up a shot at the buzzer. That one no good by number 25, Micah Billick. And that will end our first game of 2 games here at Abingdon High School. I'll tally up the numbers here and have the final stats for you next as we get ready for the varsity game, which is coming up next. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH, as the Pleasant Plains varsity team has taken the floor here, doing their warm-ups. We've still got about 14 minutes before the varsity game gets underway, which we'll do that on another stream here. So we'll recap our JV contest, which just came to an end in a dominant performance by the A-Town Tornadoes. I talked about it a little while ago. This game was 10-9 after one quarter of basketball, and really, ever since that time, the game wasn't even that close. A-Town kind of dominated things at the end of that second quarter, getting out to a 10-point lead, and then they were hovering around a 7 to 10-point lead, 10-point plus from the second quarter on. And with that being said, the final score ends up being 48-34. Tornadoes led by number 4, Alex Fouch, who finished this game with 20 points. He was incredible. 6 threes for Alex Fouch, finishing with 20 points. Aiden Stromson finishing the day with 8 points. 6 points for Lucas Andrews, 4 points for Cole Scheckler, 4 points for Colby Hightower, 3 points for Tegan Hunter, and Carson Slagle also adding in 2 points in that contest. For Pleasant Plains, the Cardinals, led by Braden Pappas, he also had a pretty good day shooting from the 3. He finishes with 4 threes. So a very good day for Braden Pappas, 14 points, but it was not enough. But a very, very excellent effort from him. 7 points for Lucas Bauscher. Kind of a frustrating day for him. He shot a lot of shots early that just weren't going in. He was finally able to get some shots in the second half, but by then it was too little too late. 6 points for Sean Lauder, 3 points for Henry Griffith, and Griffin Schallenberg getting in with 2 points for Pleasant Plains. And there is their score, their 48-34 final score. And boy, I tell you what, like I said, I talked about this during the broadcast, and it's going to be something I'm talking about all season long here as I look forward to doing as many of these A-Town games as I can. But I tell you what, it is going to be a very exciting year here at Abingdon A-Town High School, because just the buzz that I got from talking to people in attendance at football games. I said, what are you guys looking at basketball-wise? They said, we got some guys. You're going to have to come here and see. So here we are at Tornado Alley, and we're going to get our first chance to see them here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. And we will have the varsity contest here in just a little while. We'll probably go live in about 7-8 minutes with about 3 minutes to go here before the starting lineups are announced. So just keep that in mind. So keep refreshing our homepage here, this very YouTube page here, Hulett PubliPro LLC, the YouTube page. Just keep refreshing it, and we will have basketball for you here in just about 7-8 minutes from now. But we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to use the restroom, and when we come back here, we will have basketball. Thanks so much for watching, though, the JV contest. It was an absolute blast. Final score, once again, 48-34. A-Town defeating Pleasant Plains, Varsity contest coming up next, so stay tuned as you've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.